Hello everyone, I'm Brian. I'm from Rawstream. We do security as a service. Just a quick note, I'd like to thank the Seedcamp team. You guys have been awesome. Reshma, Carlos, Phil, Kirsten, thank you. And to Easy and Google, of course. Great place to stay. So, we are all familiar with cloud-based services, yeah? And for enterprises, it's no different. Now, just to give you a couple of examples of where IT is evolving, business IT is evolving. We are familiar with on-premise mail servers, and that's moving to the cloud. We now use Dropbox, not just at home, but at the office. Before we used to use on-premise file servers. This is just a shift, there's a shift away from on-premise to the cloud, including stuff like bringing your own device to the office. And it's just to give you a bit of context of how IT is evolving, and it's not going back. Right, so what do we do? What does Rawstream do? Well, we provide web filtering service based on DNS. We filter the internet. Why is this important? Well, businesses have 3 issues around internet browsing at the office. So, first thing we do is we stop malware and phishing attacks from reaching the data on your network. Second thing we do is we give you the tools to monitor and control web browsing. 40% of your employees' web browsing at the office is not work-related. So we give you the tools to monitor and manage that. Yeah? Final thing we do is we give you an audit trail. Who went to which site when? You're probably familiar with email archiving solutions. You probably have them at your own office. Well, we basically do the same. We give you that same functionality for web browsing. It's really handy if legal or HR need to refer back to stuff. Who did what where. Final thing we do is we guarantee a positive ROI in 2 weeks. We do that. Yeah, we can give you we guarantee a positive ROI in 2 weeks. So, what's that slide doing up there, right? Let's say you invented a cool technology, MP3s, but then you try to use gramophones to play that music. Well, the existing vendors are putting a big cloud sticker on their existing offerings and going to the market and say, hey, we're cloud. That just doesn't play well with what the customers and the clients actually are running and what actually need. So we are different. We are not just based on the cloud, we actually get it. We get the cloud. So we have an experience that would be native to a true cloud solution. We take the risk away from evaluating the solution. We are really easy to do business with. You don't have to wait 24 hours to have a box shift to your premises to evaluate the solution. You can do it in 5 minutes. Second thing we do is, low friction, so it's really easy to do business with. Very easy to evaluate, live demo, sign up in 30 minutes, less actually. This is the crazy part. We are the only web filtering vendor to integrate with Google Apps. No other vendor out there isn't integrated with Google Apps. Now, Google Apps has been out here for 5 years, and it's been overlooked. There's Office 365 coming out. These are amazing opportunities. We are the first vendor to integrate with Google Apps and for Office 365, so that's amazing. Yes. Having your pie and eating it, right? Demo time, right? Hopefully we won't make a mess. So, what's coming up? Oh, yeah, screenshots. So this is what you'll see. I'll keep this short. This is what you'll see when you sign up at first. I don't know if it's very clear, but basically we just pre-fill like a few key bits of information for you. IP address, name of network, just a label, and time zone. And then just click next, next, and done. So it's really easy to use. All you have to do in addition to that is just set the DNS settings on your router or your machine. Compare that to what the WebSense guys would do. They would ship you a box and someone to install it for you. It takes ages. So much easier. The user experience, so much easier. So just a few more screenshots. This is the dashboard. The blue line is the number of websites you've browsed that day. The orange line is how much we filtered for you. We've protected your network from that number of attacks or inappropriate content. You can see top domains, just quickly go through here. Distribution of traffic over the day and categories, top categories. You can drill down, you can export this information. Usual standard stuff, but it's rather pretty. Yeah, rather pretty. So the web filtering market is large, it's proven, and it's growing. So it's a good place to be in. It's a good place to be in, absolutely. There are already some players in that market, of course. There are the big guys, the WebSense and Bluecoats of the world. They are enterprise solutions. You probably use them at your own office, especially if you're the larger guys, yeah? Their problem is they have a poor fit for the SME market. You're trying to shoehorn a very complex solution into a 100-seat to 100-seat organization. It's not gonna fit. It has too much features, has stuff, it's just too complicated to use. There are newer players like OpenDNS and Zscaler. I can distill that down into a core issue they have, which is they suffer from WebSense MV. They are seeing that WebSense is successful, Bluecoat is successful, and they're trying to emulate them. So they're trying to take WebSense head on. That's an expensive strategy, and it shows. Expensive salespeople, long sales process, prices are going up. So I don't think that's a viable solution. We have a different take on the market. We are focusing on aligning our solution, how we deliver it, our go-to-market, and how we price it on where SMEs are going in terms of how they buy and deploy IT, right? So we're aligned with where the market is going. We're not focusing on the old enterprise market. So a shorter sales cycle, we appeal to new channel partners. We're much more aligned. I could keep on talking about the differentiators. Let me give you a one right now, which we can all understand. Bring your own device policies are becoming really common, both at the office, here at Google Campus, at schools. The difference between us and the other guys is when you go to a campus or an office, the admin will have to give you your proxy settings, or he will want to install an agent on your device. Now that's your device, you don't want that. With our solution, all you do is just sign up to the Wi-Fi, and that's it. Nothing touches your device. You're happy, the admin is happy, he doesn't have to go around handing out pieces of paper or sending emails. It's that easy. So with our architecture, we can do that. The other guys with their legacy solutions and the way they view IT will find it very hard. So there's just one key thing we can do with our architecture, which the other guys cannot. One real benefit now. It's an interesting space, this B2B space, and it's heating up. There have been a number of acquisitions, including a $1 billion one, right? Bluecoat, Dell, acquired SonicWall. It was a big deal. Some fundings as well, it's been heating up. SonicWall, Zscaler, Bit9, Makana. These are all deals which happened this year, or some of them last year. And so it's an interesting space to be in. People are recognizing that there's an opportunity in this space. I've spent 10 years in this business, so I know where the bodies are buried. Yeah. No, everywhere in the industry, yeah? Belmont is full of bodies too, catacombs and stuff. But the point is this, there's an opportunity in this space. There have been vendors which have been around rather long, and people are recognizing this. So there's interesting startups coming up, and there's an opportunity there to be made. So who's going to be the one who runs with that opportunity? So I hope this slide got your interest, showed you that B2B is interesting. There's real money to be made there. Please talk to us. I'll be around. You can always email me on brian@rawstream.com, surprisingly.
Thank you very much. Any questions?